How about that?
Henrico.
The Henrico Marching Warriors. Congratulations. Thank you for being here.
Welcome back. I was so intrigued by the band. You know, I was still thinking about, my high school days. What a show we've had so far.
Yeah, I'm worn out. I'm tired. It's only been 15 minutes, but, old people get tired.
Come on, dude. We've only been walking on and off the stage. That is not a lot of cardio.
No. You didn't see what I had to do before all these fine people started filing into the theater. You weren't there.
Okay, enlighten us, Lane.
I have spent the last year, 12 months, just trying to get the Randolph-Macon baseball team off the stage. Take a look. This is a little video of the folks that don't remember. They kept coming, and they kept coming, and they kept coming at last year's show.
Yeah, that's a lot of khaki pants. Look at all of those.
That's all khaki. There's no khaki left. It's all gone. We had to reinforce the foundation of this stage since then.
Yeah, seriously, we're having a little fun because the visual was so striking, but it was awesome. So shout out to the Yellow Jackets, last year's Team of the Year award winner. You came, you saw, and you conquered.
And got us in a little bit of trouble with the fire marshal over occupancy limits, but there was nothing a big fat check to the Fire Benevolent Association wouldn't take care of. It's all about money.
Let's move on. Oh, gosh. Our next award honors someone whose impact goes far beyond the field, a true champion for the community. Let's welcome Katie Adams with the Korn Ferry Tour Championship presented by Virginia's Richmond region to present the Community Champion Award.
Thank you, Kelly. The Community Champion Award recognizes an individual who has spent their life mentoring youth and strengthening Richmond through sports. Born and raised here in Richmond, Bill Forrester grew up loving baseball and service. After earning degrees from Brahampton Institute, Virginia State University, and VCU, he spent nearly 40 years with the Department of Defense. Since 1997, he's led the Metropolitan Junior Baseball League, helping generations of young athletes reach their potential on and off the field. A devoted husband, father, and mentor, he's a living example of how sports can inspire and transform lives.
William Forrester has always been a baseball fan. As a boy growing up in Richmond, he always wanted to play. But in the 1960s, with segregation still very prevalent in Richmond, he was denied access into the Little League programs that were in existence at the time. His father, Dr. William Forrester, couldn't let that happen. In 1966, Dr. Forrester was able to create the Metropolitan Junior Baseball League, opening up the American pastime to any child that wanted to play, regardless of race. William carried on the tradition from his father, expanding the operation. In 1991, the MJBL launched the Inner City Classic, a championship that continues to give kids from across the country the chance to compete and represent their communities.
It's what he has always done, what his father did. Anytime you talk about baseball and community, I think William's going to come to mind.
The Flying Squirrels have been a partner and sponsor with the MJBL since they arrived in 2010. Their shared mission and collaboration have opened opportunities for thousands of kids throughout the area.
Knowing that there's a person like William Forrester Jr. and an organization like the MJBL, it's a no-brainer to want to partner with them and see how we can collectively grow the game and help kids learn the game and really learn to love it like we do.
One year he called me and said that coaching was an issue. So we actually had a coaching clinic with some of our coaches and players, with people that wanted to be involved in coaching.
This spring, 8 elementary schools will field teams in a spring league that kicks off with instruction from the MLB Alumni Association. It's something RPS officials began, but Forrester's connections helped it expand.
I say it all the time, we're better together. And it really does take a community.
You can just see the passion that he has for it and the heart that he has for it.
people that have played in his programs that have played minor league baseball, college baseball, or in the major leagues. It's very, very impressive. And it's a good reflection of how hard he's worked behind the scenes. With that heart of gold, he's very deserving of this award.
Bill Forrester's support, guidance, and unwavering belief has shaped countless athletes, and his legacy will be felt for a long time to come. Please help me welcome to the stage the 2026 Community Champion Award presented by the Korn Ferry Tour Championship, presented by Virginia's Richmond region. Here's this year's honoree, Coach Bill Forrester.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to receive this award, and I'd like to thank the Richmond Regional Tourism, TV6, and all the sponsors and partners of this amazing event. This is Metropolitan Junior Baseball League's 60th anniversary, and during that time, we've seen a lot happen here in Richmond. Our minor league club first played at Parker Field. Then it was the Diamond. And now the Flying Squirrels will be entering into the new CarMax ballpark this year. However, during those 60 years, MJBL's commitment to our youth has not changed. We are dedicated and committed to make sure our youth are exposed to the game of baseball and will not receive or have any barriers, especially financial, from preventing them to have the opportunity to play. I'm receiving this award today on behalf of all the MJBL family, commissioners, board members, and coaches, and most especially my father. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Coach. I mean, he said 60 years. 60 years. Wow, that's 60. A long time.
When I talked to Parney about Mr. Forrester, I called him Bill because you see Bill in a couple of the headlines and everything, and Parney says, I call him William.
Respect.
Very formal. Parney doesn't get all that formal, but with Mr. Forrester, he gets formal.
I love it. I love it. But we've been at this for 5 years. Let that sink in for a second. For 5 years, the RVA Sports Awards has celebrated the moments, the people, and the passion that make this region special. The plays we still talk about, the wins that brought us together, and the stories that show just how powerful sports can be in our community. As we celebrate our 5th anniversary, we're taking a quick look back at some of the standout awards and the unforgettable winners from the past 5 years. Because here's the truth, there's moments that didn't make the headlines.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They helped grow sports tourism in this area. They brought major events to our region and elevated the level of play right here in Richmond and beyond. Packed venues, national attention, opportunities for athletes at every level. These stories help shape where RVA sports are today.
So let's rewind just a bit. We're starting with a look at an award that captured the true impact of sports in our region, Event Impact. Let's take a look.
The winner is Sportables host NWBA.
The Richmond region hosted over 1,200 wheelchair basketball athletes. A big reason why we took a stab at this is because we believe in Richmond as an inclusive destination for everyone, as well as a sports town for everyone.
thrilling game or an exciting race can mean the world to the fans who buy their tickets, fill the stands, and cheer with all their hearts. But sometimes the impact of sporting event extends far beyond the final whistle or the finish line. The events have the power to uplift entire communities, leaving a lasting legacy that resonates long after the crowd goes home. Here are the finalists for the Event Impact of the Year Award, presented by Virginia Sports Hall of Fame.
Our first nominee set running records in RVA. Over 20,000 runners took part in 3 different races, all of them sold out for the first time ever. All 50 states were represented, as were 24 different countries, with tens of thousands of spectators cheering everyone on. The Alliance Richmond Marathon, Half Marathon, and 8K. Next up, the final chapter in a decade-long celebration of the best golfers in the world. The second stop in the Charles Schwab Cup playoffs again drew huge crowds to CCV's James River course as they watched former British Open champ Justin Leonard win the final trophy in this tournament's history. The Dominion Energy Charity Classic. Our third nominee gave the next generation of basketball stars a stage on which to showcase their talent. The Henrico Sports and Events Center welcomed thousands of players and hundreds of coaches and scouts, including one from each of the 30 NBA teams. An NBA champion may have gotten their start right here. The NXT Pro Basketball Tournaments. Our final nominee claims to be the fastest true 5K in the USA, and over a dozen races proved their point. Thousands of cross-country runners from all over the region descended on a revamped Pole Green Park in Hanover to lay down personal best times and showcase the top talent in the Mid-Atlantic. The VAXC Hanover Showcase.
Here now to present the Event Impact of the Year Award, presented by the Henrico Sports and Entertainment Authority and the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, the Executive Director of the Sports Hall of Fame, Bruce Rader.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful event this is, isn't it? These people, what a great production. The Virginia Sports Hall of Fame and Henrico Sports and Entertainment Authority proudly present the Event Impact of the Year Award, recognizing the powerful ways that sports elevates our VA, boosting our community, our culture, and of course our economy. The winner of the 2026 Event Impact of the Year, presented by Henrico Sports and Entertainment Authority and the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, is VAXC Showcase Event at Pole Green Park. Nolan Jess Hammer, founder of the Virginia Showcase, couldn't be here with us tonight, but he sends us this video about the event's big win.
Well, thank you for this award. I want to congratulate my fellow nominees. They were great events, and it's always exciting seeing so many big and successful events in the Richmond region. I want to especially thank Richmond Regional Tourism for putting this on, especially Danny Boniface for his support of our event. I want to thank Hanover County Parks and Rec, Will, Patty, Aaron, John and his crew, our Times at Blue Ridge Timing, Mitchell over at Patriot Productions, Athletic Directors Matthews over at Hanover High School. Really couldn't do it without him. Hanover Head Coach Rich Firth, Atlee coaches Scott Crow and Ben Dillon, our officials coordinator, Matt Wong, my husband, Michael, letting me be out at Pole Green Park for about 2 weeks straight, not answering his calls because we're out there from sunrise to sunset. Joe and Jess Guest, can't keep them away. They keep coming back to help. Randy Mudd for slowing us down during setup, making sure things are done right. And most importantly, Kristen Mudd, who I really could not do this event without. She is an integral part of our event and deserves to be up here just as much as I do. Also, at the finish line, Evie, Brittany, and everyone else that I forgot to mention. We had 16 different states represented, 5,000 athletes, And the thing that we take home is this is an event a lot of teams schedule at the end of the year to have that PR. And without everyone on that list, we could not have done that and provided a great event. So congratulations again to all the other nominees, and thank you for this award.
Congrats to them. Thanks to Bruce. Don't forget, folks, the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame inductions, again, will be right here in Richmond coming up at the end of April out in Short Pump. So be sure to check that out as well.
Now it's time for our second nominee for the Moment of the Year award.
Coming up, we honor the youth team, youth athlete, and fan of the year. The RVA Sports Awards are brought to you in part by RMC Events, Petals and Twigs Floral Design, Altria Theater, and CBS 6.